Guys, so as many of you may know, I was in my first car accident the other day. Also, disclaimer, I know this is going to be distracting, it's the 4th of July, that's why I have these in my hair. Anyway, so I was in a car wreck and I'd never been in one before. My car is kind of not good. It wasn't a bad car wreck. It was bad in the fact that my car is not okay, but I'm totally fine. It was like a 5-10 mile per hour probably thing. Like, neither of us were going very fast at all. So let's just get into what happened. So I was coming home from dropping off my friend at her house, and I take the scenic route, so I was taking like the scenic route there, and I passed this fire station in my town, and apparently they're doing like construction there or something, I don't know, but this like dump truck, I was behind this dump truck, and he got into like the turn lane, so I was like driving past him, you know, and then he turned right and so obviously hit my car. By the time he turned, I was at the front of his car, so he was like fully in the turn lane to where I could get past him. So yeah, so he hit the side of my car, like where my driver door was, and like my passenger, not my passenger, the driver's side. He hit the driver's side of the car, and yeah, so I'm gonna show you some pictures. Well, I guess I only have one picture, so here's a picture of that. As you can tell, we will probably just have to buy a new car. My car is kind of old, so I drove like a 2006 Toyota Camry, something like that. So my car's not worth very much, so the amount like it would take to fix it would just like buy a new one. So I'll probably have to get a new car, working on that. Yeah, so let's talk about what happened after I got hit. Okay, so after I got hit, everybody obviously stopped that was driving behind us because you can't go anyway. They all got out of their cars, they all came up to me, and they were like, hey, like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm totally fine. Like, what do I need to do? Because I'd never been in a car wreck. I was like, should I call someone? And they were like, no, we're already calling them, like, don't worry about it. And I was like, awesome. They're like, and I was like, should I get out of the car? And they were like, yeah, get out of the car, but get out on the other side. And I was like, oh, great, because the other side is like totally fine, like you can't even tell on the other side. So I crawled out the other side, and so like I said, they were doing construction at the fire station. So this happened at a fire station. So I like went inside the fire station's like garage. I was like, hey, can I go in there? I can't like hear my dad on the phone, because I was trying to call and be like, hi, I got in a car accident. And because my parents were on the lake like an hour away. So I'm inside the fire station. I'm on the phone with my dad telling him, you know, like what happened and stuff. And the fireman's like cleaning me up, and they called the ambulance for me just to like, because like whenever you get in a car wreck, especially like since this is like, he hit me with his business vehicle, so he's like, just to cover all our rounds, we're gonna call the ambulance. And I was like, okay, cool, like whatever. And I'm like, I'm not gonna go to the hospital because I'm totally fine. I was very shook, definitely crying a lot. So yeah, so the guy's cleaning me up, the fireman, and we're talking, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, like I want to go to pre-med. And like, you know, we're just like, I'm like, oh, how's your day been? He's like, it's been really busy. There was another car wreck at the exact same time as yours. That's where our other guys were going, because like whenever I got hit, I saw other guys like pull out like in their fire truck. Like I said, it's the 4th of July, so if you hear loud booms, that's fireworks, just saying. So they cleaned me up, and then the ambulance guy gets there, and he's like asking me questions, and you know, I have to like sign that I don't want to go to the hospital, and they're like, so what happened? And I was like, well, I was driving behind him and he got in the left turn lane. So I just assumed he was turning left. I didn't see like a blinker or anything. And then he turned right. So, cause like, I know trucks take wide turns, obviously I've been driving for a few years now, but like he was fully in the turn lane. Like I said, enough for my car to make it all the way to the front before he started turning. So there's that. And they were like, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah, so there's that. So then my brother, I called my brother. My parents told me to call my brother because obviously he's at home and to like come and get me or like, you know, just to like be there basically. So I called him and of course my brothers weren't even awake. So like my little brother answered and I was like, hey, tell Drew to come get me. I've been in a car wreck, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so my older brother is like on his way coming to get me. They're cleaning me up. They're like, oh, you might need a stitch or something in one of your cuts, but otherwise you're totally good. I'm like, awesome. Great news, right? And kind of freaking out, you know, because the truck driver was kind of mean to me. And then the cops come and they're like, hey, like fill out this paper. And I'm like, yeah, like, you know, like I have to like write like what happened and like my driver's license and all the, and my insurance and all the stuff, you know, so they can like make a report for it. So yeah, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and show you my cuts on my leg because that's all I have is on my legs. I didn't even get blood on any of my clothes. That's the best part. Okay, so let's do this. So like my whole arm, everything's totally fine except for my legs. I just have like a pretty big cut there. And I just have like cuts all down. I don't even know if you can see with my bad phone quality, but I just have cuts all down my legs. And that's literally it. Like I'm totally fine. I'm just like shook, you know, so. Okay, so ignore the fireworks, but these are all my scratches like up close. This is what my stitches look like now. It's a few days later. That's gonna be a pretty gnarly scar. I have some scratches, all like little dot scratches from like where the glass shattered on me on my ankle, and then I just have some over here. So like I said, I'm like, all I have is all these scratches. Otherwise I'm totally fine. But I thought it would be kind of fun for this video to show you guys my car. It is in my garage. So let's do it. Garage is really messy and the lights aren't awesome in here, but see, like on this side my car is totally fine. Oh, my cup is still in there. I should get that out. And as you can see, there's glass in there. Okay, good, it's unlocked. I thought it was locked for a second. I wonder if I can turn on my, yeah, okay, yeah, you can see, oh snap, that's a big chunk. Yeah, there's still glass in there. All my stuff, not all of it, so all my trash is still in here. Disgusting. The glass, there's a broken window, the back's broken too. I had a bunch of bags in here whenever it happened because I said I was like coming home from somewhere. So then here's all the glass back here. You can't see awesome, but double blanket back there. And yeah, so that's the car. Oh wait, let's look at let's see if we can see the dents on the other side. Oh, I guess my mirror got broken too. Didn't even notice that. I mean, it makes sense, but I guess, whatever. Okay, so like I said, it's really dark and it's a garage, so it's kind of messy, but you can definitely see that the car is smashed right there. Like this is like from the front. It like goes in. Yeah. So, yep. Anyway, so yeah, I just thought I'd hop on and tell you guys that. If there's any details that you think I missed, I mean, I know no one else was there, but like, I kind of forget, you know, so, and like my story is kind of jumbled up. It was pretty traumatic. Like I said, I've never been in a car wreck, but thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Comment what you want to see from me next. Yeah, just give it a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you later. Missing someone.